Hello and welcome. Today I will discuss some of the more mysterious MCU characters. Now, as a disclaimer before we get started, this is just for fun and of course is not a reflection of these artists in real life. Just the role they act in the music videos and worldview. Alright, let's get started. Taemin has a lot going on in both shinee and as a soloist, such as with the snakes that turn into butterflies in Want. However, it doesn't quite compare with how sketchy he is in superm videos. His role is somewhat comparable to Nick Fury's in the Marvel Universe, with Taemin gathering other artists like Fury does with the Avengers. As you can see in the superm trailers, Taemin is in all of them. However, he looks almost sinister, as if he knows something no one else does. While Nick Fury certainly has lots of secrets under his eye patch, the way Taemin carries himself, as well as some of the actions he does, makes it seem like he has ulterior motives. In addition to his hand in the gathering of superm, he also contacted aespa at the end of One Monster in Infinity. How and why did he do any of this? Well, we don't know. Winwin has been around since the beginning of NCT's lore, and I mean the very beginning. He appeared in one of the group's first worldview-related videos, NCT The Origin. His appearances include what might be a flash forward, some flashbacks, and a look at the present. The Origin videos also feature the eerie sound from other NCT videos. Besides his role in The Origin, Winwin has also unit hopped a bit in NCT, first promoting in 127 and then mostly with wayv. I can't remember whether I saw this pointed out on YouTube or Instagram or something, but in 127's regular, Jungwoo enters the city with a parachute. You can see him taking it off once he's landed, whereas Winwin also jumps with the parachute, but we never see him land. Then we see him in regular again, but this time it's wayv's. Based on my theory that SM matches the story to situations with actual groups in real life, which I elaborate more on in my Artists in the SMCU video, Winwin could be able to travel between worlds. However, there's no way to tell that for sure, and I definitely don't know what's going on in the Origin videos. 10 definitely has a curious role, and it's noticeable in many wavy music videos. In Takeoff, each member is given a title. For example, Lucas is the biker, and Kun is the jet set. 10, however, is given the title of the Stranger. Then in Turn Back Time, every member of wayv is locked in some sort of cell. Well, except for 10. Not only is he the only one free, but he also has keys and a keycard with him, and walks past the imprisoned members. In his solo teaser, it also seems that he is hearing voices. Less noticeable than in other videos, Kickback includes several zoom-ins of 10's eye and shows him peering into the spinning light cylinder which the members are dancing in. 10 leaves us with many questions. What kind of role is the Stranger? How and why was he the only one free in Turn Back Time? Why is he watching the others? Well, only SM knows, I guess. I'm doing Seulgi and Irene at the same time because some of their most mysterious content is the content they've done together. Already, we've seen them together in what looks like the kwangya, we've seen a black snake on one of their stages, and even their styling suggests they could have deep ties with aespa's lore. While the Seulgi unit was promoting, they used these outfits and wigs. Guess who else has this look? Navis and Black Mamba. This could be a coincidence, but it does look pretty similar. Additionally, Seulgi said she was Black Mamba, although she may have just been joking. I have a longer theory about this, but I'll stop here, although if you want to hear more, let me know. As part of Red Velvet, Irene is definitely a little peculiar, and many other theorists note how she seems like the mastermind behind some of what happens in their videos. Yunho has a song called Time Machine that is full of SMCU stuffs, and I get confused every time I watch it. Because of this video and the fact that Thank You is likely in SMCU, I believe he has a pretty important role in the worldview, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Time Machine contains many elements we've seen in SM songs, including the bending buildings, a metallic figure, and time travel. Kai has an entire music video in what's probably the kwangya, which in and of itself raises many questions. Besides that, he is also the one to mention the kwangya and Don't Fight the Feeling. So, how did he get there, and how does he know so much about it? Why is he there? Why does he have a giant robot? More secrets shut away in SM's worldview book, I suppose. Boa is not only an SM artist, but is also an SM director, so I'd imagine she has an important role, and that's without even talking about the various content she's been in. But now we are talking about what she's been in. One of the most puzzling appearances is in aespa's Black Mamba. You can see Boa reach out to the butterfly that was seen flying around in the music video at the end. While it might have just been meant to be a teaser for Boa's song Better, very few music videos have done that sort of thing. Additionally, why would the butterfly be there if it was only for a teaser, seeing as the butterfly does not appear in Better? Boa could be an ally or a potential candidate for Black Mamba, or an entirely different role. I find EXO's lore to be a little confusing, and I don't know a ton about all the theories, but Chanyeol seems kind of suspicious sometimes to me. It's just small things, like the flag he carries in Don't Fight the Feeling being similar to XXO's flag in Obsession, and times that his eyes glow, such as when his eye glows red in Power. Another time is in Obsession. In the music video, you can see that sometimes XXO has glowing eyes and symbols on their faces. But it's not just XXO. The regular Chanyeol also has the glowing eyes and symbols. While these are small things, they still make me raise an eyebrow. Of course I have to add Karina. Her eyes go dark sometimes, she has a teaser with Black Mamba, she was a dancer in one of Taemin's songs, she was in the car thing Kai did, she was surrounded by or talking to snakes in Next Level, and her eye became even creepier than usual. And why? Does Karina have a connection to other artists? Is she being manipulated by Black Mamba? Is she saying things because her eye was hacked, or is her eye hacked because of the things she's saying? Well, another thing we really don't know. Who do you find mysterious in the SMCU? I do have a few other people in mind, so let me know if you'd like a part 2. Also, I've really loved seeing people's notes and theories in the comments, so thank you so much. And as always, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.